Hello everyone, and welcome to Evolution of the Elder Scrolls games. The Elder Scrolls Arena is a 1994 open-world action role-playing video game developed and published by Bethesda Softworks. Arena takes place on the entire continent of Tamriel, complete with wilderness, towns, and dungeons, which are procedurally generated. The game features a day, night cycle, and includes a spell creation system that allows players to mix various spell effects. The Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall was released in 1996. The story follows the player, sent by the Emperor, to free the ghost of King Lysandus from his earthly shackles and discover what happened to a letter sent from the Emperor to the former Queen of Daggerfall. The game features over 15,000 cities, towns, villages, and dungeons for the character to explore, which gives the player many options when buying a house. On Elder Scrolls Legends, Battlespire was released in 1997. Battlespire lacks a rest feature. Throughout the game, there are no merchants to buy items from, and consequently, there are no gold pieces to find. Enemies do not reset when the player leaves the area, and they are also not randomized. The Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard is 1998 an action-adventure video game developed and published by Bethesda Softworks. The story is set on the island of Strozenkai, an island off the coast of Hammerfall in Tamriel. In the final years of the Second Era, Cyrus arrives on the island in order to find his missing sister. The Elder Scrolls III Morrowind was released in 2002. The main story takes place on Vardenfell, an island in the Dunmer province of Morrowind, part of the continent of Tamriel. The central quests concern the demigod Daggerfall, housed within the volcanic Red Mountain, who seeks to gain power and break Morrowind free from imperial reign. Morrowind was designed with an open-ended, free-form style of gameplay in mind, with less of an emphasis on the main plot than its predecessors. The Elder Scrolls for Oblivion was released in 2006, taking place within the fictional province of Cyrodiil. The game's main story focuses on the player character's efforts to thwart a fanatical cult, known as the Mythic Dawn, that plans to open portal gates to a demonic realm known as Oblivion. The gameplay includes a fast travel system, in which an icon appears on the game world map every time the player visits a new location. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim was released in 2011. Main story focuses on the player's character, the Dragonborn, on their quest to defeat Aldu in the World Eater, a dragon who is prophesied to destroy the world. Over the course of the game, the player completes quests and develops the character by improving skills. The game continues the open-world tradition of its predecessors by allowing the player to travel to discovered locations in the game world at any time. The Elder Scrolls Online is a 2014 massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed by ZeniMax Online Studios. The Elder Scrolls Online can be played from either a first or third-person perspective. Gameplay is mostly non-linear, with a mixture of quests, random events, and free-roaming exploration of the world. The game does not provide a mode for single-player offline play, although the developers stated that there would be plenty of content for online solo play. 9. The Elder Scrolls Legends is 2017 a free-to-play digital collectible card video game. Each player or computer opponent starts with a deck between 50 and 100 cards. At the start of every battle, each player starts off with 3 cards drawn from that deck and 1 Magicka, which is used to deploy cards. To offset the advantage of taking the first turn, the second player. The Elder Scrolls Blades is 2019 a free-to-play action role-playing game. Blades is an action role-playing game played from a first-person perspective. The game was designed specifically for mobile devices and features nearly unavoidable one-on-one combat, which is engaged by tapping, swiping, or using virtual dual-stick controls via touchscreen. The Elder Scrolls Castles is a 2023 free-to-play mobile game developed by Bethesda Game Studios. Tell your story for generations. Each day in real life covers the span of an entire year in the Elder Scrolls Castles. Train your subjects, name heirs, and maintain order to help your kingdom flourish. Will you keep your subjects happy and ensure a long life for their ruler? The Elder Scrolls 6 is an upcoming action role-playing video game developed by Bethesda Game Studios.